All right. We have a special guest in the podcast today. I cannot believe we got this person to be a guest on our show. What is your name, ma'am?
Cinderella.
The Cinderella. Now, Cinderella, I've heard you had a rough life. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So my sisters, they keep calling. I have to work all day and clean the floors, and I wear rags.
Oh, that just sounds awful. So you've had kind of a rough life, wouldn't you say? Tell me more about this rough life. You said you had rags and all kinds of things.
So I had to sleep in a hard bed,
What?
I had to sleep in the attic in a hard bed.
Mm-hmm.
And my sisters keep calling me for orders, and I have to work all day.
Oh, no. So how did you solve this problem?
So, I solved it there was someone where the prince, there was this royal ball that they were going to go to, and my sisters called me for orders to dress up so I couldn't go to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then they left, and then my fairy godmother came, and she made a carriage, a dress for me, and she made glass slippers for me, and then I went off to the ball.
Wow. That is crazy. So does your story have a happy ending?
Yes. It was midnight and the magic would wear off. So I run down the stairs, but I lost one of my glass slippers,
Oh,
and then all the magic weared off, and I ran home,
Mm-hmm.
and then my sisters were there and my stepmother,
Mm-hmm.
and then they made a council that they're going to try on the slipper on every maiden in town.
Yeah.
And they came to our house, and it fit me, and I married the prince, and we lived happily ever after.
Well, Cinderella, it sounds like you've had just a success, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cinderella, thanks for stopping in on our podcast.
You're welcome.
All right, more. I can't believe these characters that just keep showing up in my studio. We have the great Issen Bushy. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That is your name.
Yeah.
All right. Issen Bushy. That is a strange name. What does that mean?
1-inch boy.
A 1-inch boy. Oh my goodness. Well, I noticed you really had to get the mic up there. You seem so small. Have you ever gotten a chance to leave your home because you're so tiny?
Yeah.
Oh, how did you leave your home?
So I asked my dad if I could go explore the world, and then I knocked on the door, and then the lord of the house came to the door, and then he said, who's here? And then I said, I'm down here. Look down. And then the lord of the house picked me up. And he said, and then I asked him if I could help him, but he said, but you're so small. What big things can you do?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a buzz flying around, and then I had my needle with me.
Mm-hmm.
It was my sword, and then I threw my sword at the bug, and then the bug died, and then the lord of the house let me work there.
Oh, wow. So did you run into any danger as you were going through your journey?
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell me about that.
So we were going to this like festival, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then we on our way back, we went to go work outside again,
Mm-hmm.
and then Oni came.
Oh.
Something called an Oni came, and then it was like bothering the village, and then I tried to fight it, and then it just tried to eat me, and then it did. And
Oh
then
my goodness.
It-
This is nuts.
And then it gobbled me up. And then I had my sword with me, and I was tickling around in his stomach, and then he burped me out, and then he ran away, and then he had the magic hammer, and I said, "How about you take the wish?" And then to the princess, and then the
Oh
princess
my.
said, "No, why don't you take the wish?"
Oh.
And then I said, "Why don't you take the wish?" And then the princess wished for it and wished for something. And then Isumbushi, I wished for something. And then we both wished for me to be taller. And then I married the princess.
Oh my. What an ending. Well, Bushi, that is quite, you had quite the travels, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the Koalaty Podcast.
You're welcome.
More story characters have walked into our studio today. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Billy Begg.
Billy Begg. Where are you from, Billy Begg?
Ireland?
Oh, is that so? Has there ever been a time in your life that you have been brave, Billy?
Yes,
Tell me about that.
I fought a dragon.
A dragon? That's crazy. Tell me about that.
Okay, so I had a friend, and he was a bull, and he got sent to market, but he gave me 3 presents. He gave me a magic tablecloth and a stick. So if I swung it around my head 3 times, I would be really strong. And a belt that would make me strong and brave.
Wow. So that's pretty cool. That's an exciting time. So does your story have a happy ending? Because you seem like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, I had. Okay, so when I defeated the dragon, I was riding away, and then my friend, the princess, while I was riding away, she took my boot off, and then, an accident, and then she wanted to know whose boot it belonged to, so they kept searching, and then they found they finally found the boot that fit. So then I got married, and then I lived happily
Wow.
ever after.
Well, that is just, it sounds like you have a great ending, Billy Begg. Well, thanks for stopping in for the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Okay, I have one more thing to do.
What's your last thing to do, Billy Begg?
I want to say something.
Well, go ahead.
He was a wee little lad.
Oh, Billy, you're so funny. Okay, we've got more story characters in here. I've got Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. I'm going to talk to Little Red Riding Hood first. Little Red Riding Hood, how are you today?
Good.
What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is pick flowers.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, and then Big Bad Wolf, what's your favorite thing to do?
Eat people.
What? I'm so scared. Okay, Little Red Riding Hood, have you ever run into the Big Bad Wolf?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I was bringing cakes to my grandma when she was sick. Then I went to the woods, and Big Bad Wolf was in front of me.
Oh. Big Bad Wolf, do you have something to say? When did you meet Little Red Riding Hood?
I was thus walking through the forest, and then I saw a little girl walking through on a path.
Oh my, Big Bad Wolf, you are terrifying. So, Little Red Riding Hood, how does the story end?
So I was picking. The Big Bad Wolf said to pick flowers for my grandma. Then I did, and I went off the path. So then the big bad wolf went ahead of me to find a house that was my grandma's. Then I was at. It looked my grandma's door looked kind of funny because it was open. Then I saw my grandma and she looked kind of funny.
And what did she say to you? What did the big bad wolf say? You don't remember what she said, big bad wolf? That's okay. Well, how does this story end?
Well, she
said, "What big ears you have." I said, "Better to hear you with." She said, "What big eyes you have." I said, "Better to see you with." She said, "What big teeth you have." I said, "Better to eat you with." And then I gobbled her up.
Okay, so Little Red, you were in the wolf's stomach.
Yeah.
So what did you do while you were in the wolf's stomach?
I just sat there.
You just sat there? And how did you get out of the stomach?
Well, when a hunter came and he saw a door open in the woods, so then he came in and then he got the wolf out of bed and got me and my grandma out.
Wow, what a thankful hunter. Big Bad Wolf, you need to be nicer.
Go.
Okay. All right. Big Bad Wolf and Little Red Hood, thank you so much for stopping in. All right. Great to see you guys. Bye. Hello. What a guy. What's your name, good sir? Another story character just walked into my studio. What's your name?
Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb. That's an odd name. You're quite small, good sir. Have you ever done anything big in your life?
Yes.
What have you done that's big?
Told a horse where to go by going in the ear and telling it where to go.
Wow. So you've lived up on a farm. That's pretty cool. Have you ever had any adventures away from your farm?
Yes.
Well, tell me about that.
My dad told me I could go with the stranger, and then I saw two robbers, and they wanted me to steal from the mayor's house.
What? Did you actually steal from the mayor's house?
No.
Oh, okay. So how did you get home?
I went on I met a wolf, and I told him there was fresh food at my house, and I ride on it back home.
Wow. That is amazing. So what lesson did you learn?
To never leave my house.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Well, Tom Thumb, thanks for coming in today. Okay, Tom Thumb. See ya. All right, more storybook characters. This one, I can't believe she's here. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Thumbelina.
Thumbelina. Now, that is a weird name. Why did your parents name you that?
Because I'm as small as a thumble.
Oh, really? Oh, my my goodness. Have you ever run into any trouble in your life, Thumbelina?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I
Got stolen. You vile mom toad.
You got stolen? Can you tell me more about that?
'Cause she wanted me to marry her son.
Wow. So how does your story end? What's the happy ending?
I married a fairy queen.
Really? That is incredible. Can you tell me more about your story, Thumbelina? How does your story have a happy ending? Did you say all that? Okay. Well, thank you, Thumbelina. Do you have anything else you want to say? All right. Okay, we've got more story characters. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but there is a ferocious animal in my studio. What is your name, please, tiger person?
Hugo Pow.
That is a terrifying name. I notice you're not like the other characters I've interviewed. Well, that and you're a tiger. Tell me about yourself, I guess.
I like to dress up like a granny and to take little kids.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. What have you tricked many kids?
Yes.
Well, what did you do with those kids when you tricked them?
I ate them.
Oh no! Oh my goodness. Now I notice we have some other friends in here. We have Ashing. Ashing and
Lee Howe.
Lee Howe. Oh, I'm sorry, girls. So did this tiger trick you?
Yes.
How did you get? He took you.
Yes.
Well, how did you get out of there?
So I had a stick and thread, and I poked a hole in the sack.
Oh wow. And did you make it home safe?
Yes.
Very good. What lessons did you learn from this story?
To listen to your mother, and don't unlock the door for anyone except if it's your mother
Wow.
and father.
Okay. Tiger, do you have anything else to say?
They tied my legs up.
You guys, so you tied the legs of the tiger?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yes.
you guys are pretty clever.
And
And I was falling asleep.
I think this is you guys must have had a crazy story. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast.
yay!
Thank you for having me. I'll see you at night.
Oh my goodness.